Hello everyone! Welcome to 30 Days Piano with Viky for Beginners. Today we're learning Star Wars theme and this is day 6. Before we start learning the piece, I will perform it for you and then we'll talk about it together. Today, most of the playing will be done by the right hand and the left hand has only a couple of notes. We have a low G and then at the end we have a very low C. The notes with the right hand, as you can see next to me, are the G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F and all the way up to a high G. So far, we haven't talked about what is a triplet in rhythm. And we have lots of triplets in Star Wars. So here you can observe how the triplet looks like. The triplets divide the beat, or each count, in 3 equal parts. 3 even sections, as you can observe here. So for example, the crotchet note could be split in 3 quaver notes. And they will be even between one another. So, just so you realize how it feels when you have a beat underneath a triplet, I will play with my left hand a beat and with my right hand a triplet. So you can have a little listen and understand the feel of it. There we go. Now, the triplet in music could be seen in different versions. So in this slide next to me, we can observe what kind of versions we find. We can have a slower triplet made of crotchets, or we can have even a slower one made of minim notes. We can have a really quick one made of semiquavers. If you want to compose your own music and you don't want to use 3 equal parts in one bit, you can substitute one of these parts with the rest. Or you can have a longer note in these 3 equal bits. So for example, in Star Wars, we find 3 or 4 triplets of a crotchet and a quaver note. So that will be like this. Instead of playing at 1, 2, 3, you will play that as 1, 2, 3. So you're substituting the first 2 beats with a crotchet note. I'm sure once you recognize the music, it will be easier to connect the theoretical part with the practical part. So the Star Wars piece is in C major. We're learning it in C major, so nothing new here. You can play to warm up the C major scale with the right hand. Let's try it together. And down. Maybe we can try it with the left hand as well. So we'll warm up the left hand too. So. A new warm-up exercise could be starting with the thumbs on the C. So C major contrary motion scale is called. Start from the middle C and just follow the fingers in the same pattern as the normal C major. So that will be 1, 2, 3, under, up to the 4th, under, up to the 3rd, under, and all the way until 5. And then we go back, finish the fingers, over to the 3rd, over to the 4th, and over to the 3rd. So we're doing same fingers, different notes. That helps a lot sometimes to just warm up your fingers. Let's try this one more time together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 you. that Yoda was almost played by a monkey?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Great. As usual, let's have a look at our technical challenges. The first challenge is large positions. We have a large position going from the high C to the G, and we have to stay in time mainly. That's the challenge. So skip, jump more than one note, and stay in time. So let's try this together. We'll start from the high C. I'm going to do it slowly first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So the challenge for me, for my hand, because everyone has different hands and shapes. So for everyone, fingers and positions and using a sequence of certain fingers might present a different challenge. But let's make it general. In this case, using 2, 1, 2 in the triplet and jumping to the high C, it's a little bit challenging for me. But if you have a bigger hand, it might not be challenging. So let's try it together just to make sure that we've got that. Excellent. So once you have repeated that a few times, let's try to play the whole passage in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Second technical challenge. The second technical challenge, as I introduced it in the beginning, is made of the triplets. In this case will be a version of a triplet, so a crotchet with a quaver. We have 4 triplets in a scale, and what a scale! This is the E flat major scale with 3 flats. As you can see here, you have 3 of those flats: B flat, A flat, and E flat, right? So let's try to play this together. The challenge is to skip the G flat here, right? So put your second finger on the G, that way you don't feel tempted to play it, and just give it a go. So what did I do? I basically played from the higher C, then the B flat, then the A flat, then the G, skipping the G flat, right? F over to the 3rd flat, and back to the G. So in tempo, that will be... Great! That's towards the end of the piece. The last challenge is the end. And why is that challenging? Not particularly because of the notes or the rhythm or the fingers in this case, but because your left hand comes in at the end, right? So what you have to make sure is that you have your left hand ready to play that lower C, the triplet on the lower C, early enough. So let's try this from the beginning of the challenge. And you will keep your left hand there, because we have to be very quick at playing that C. So if I don't have my left hand there, I'll show you what happens. Right? I was exaggerating it, but if you don't have the C ready there, you might come in late and kind of ruin the end of the piece. So let's avoid that. Great, now we'll try and play the whole piece musical phrase by musical phrase as usual and have fun. First musical phrase. Nothing new so far, that was the first technical challenge. Now the new part. I love this part. So the third musical phrase, we have only one teeny tiny challenge we have to talk about. That's on the A, changing with the thumb from the 3rd finger. So change to the thumb and go to the high F. triplet, and repeat. Lots of triplets in this piece. The fifth musical phrase, it's the same as the third musical phrase, or my favorite one. And that's the second technical challenge. 2, 3, 4. Prepare with the left hand. You have a little space there. I made it on purpose. And the grand finale. Great! I think that was very educational in terms of rhythm today. So have fun with learning the triplets and playing Star Wars. If you want to see more of these tutorials, watch our next videos and subscribe. Bye!